Now, the husband of Kellyanne Conway just trolled Trump's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani. Now, Giuliani, of course, thinks that the AMI scandal involving the National Enquirer, President Trump, and hush money between one porn star and Playboy model that President Trump allegedly had an affair with isn't that big of a deal. Now, look, I don't think the affair itself is a big deal, but paying hush money, that actually might be a big deal because it breaks campaign finance law. Now, let me give you some details on that. AMI under David Pecker used the Enquirer, with Cohen helping facilitate matters behind the scenes to help President Trump. Now, of course, they did so through several different things, most of which not illegal and absolutely fine. For one, you had endorsements, right? That's fine. If you want to endorse somebody, that's not a problem, right? Now, what could be a problem, or is a problem, is running a catch-and-kill operation to suppress damaging stories of Trump's alleged affairs, and publishing numerous negative articles on Trump's political enemies and adversaries in the Republican Party. Now, two of those things perfectly legal. You want to run hit pieces against other candidates, that's fine. However, you do have the problem with those catch-and-kill stories because those involve payoffs. Now, one of those operations involved Playboy model Karen McDougal. Now, Cohen, Trump, and AMI successfully buried that story prior to President Trump's election. Now, the problem with this is that hush money payments organized by President Trump are a campaign contribution well in excess of the $2,700 campaign contribution limit, as well as subsequent lies about that contribution. Still, Giuliani on Twitter said, "Meh, overblown." Quote, "Nobody got killed. Nobody got robbed. This was not a big crime," Giuliani told the Daily Beast on Wednesday. He added that, quote, "I think in 2 weeks they'll start with parking tickets that haven't been paid yet." Well, are you trying to say you got parking tickets? I'm just asking. But seriously though, this crime? It's not that big of a crime. I mean, come on. Yeah, tell any prosecutor that. If you're someone like me who has no power, who is not the most powerful person in the world, why don't I just use that as my defense? Oh, come on, it's not that big of a crime. Come on. Just let it go. Let it go. What are you going to charge me for parking tickets now? Come on. Yeah, let's see how that flies. Look, if I had a lawyer as dumb as Rudy Giuliani, I'd probably shoot myself. I mean, holy crap, man. First he goes from, what crime, to, well, that's barely a crime. But a crime is a crime. I thought you guys believed in law and order. Oh, no. Actually, you know what? They do, but only when it's someone else's crimes. Like, I don't know, lock her up. I happen to remember that. You guys remember that? I know, it was so long ago. But, look, why not apply it to anybody else, right? For example, Bernie Madoff, right? Now, Bernie Madoff committed the cardinal sin. He ripped off the rich. Well, technically, you could say he robbed someone. So I guess, what are you going to do, right? But nobody got robbed in this case. Oh, no. It's just that you lied to people about campaign finance, how much money you gave to the Trump campaign. But, okay, let's talk about different types of crimes. For example, carrying marijuana. Just a little bit of pot. Well, people get arrested and thrown in prison for that still. Primarily people of color. Well, nobody got robbed. Nobody got killed, right? So why not just let them go? I mean, if we're going to go by that logic, and actually, to be honest, I'm in favor of letting them go because I don't think that should be a crime. Nonetheless, campaign finance violations, well, that is a crime, and it should be a crime because it facilitates the purchasing of our government. And that's a bit of a crime, right? And look, in this case, it's to bury negative news stories about you to influence the election. So, what happened? What happened? Are nonviolent crimes really crimes? I mean, that's a question. You're a lawyer. Are you supposed to know this? Is paying hush money to make sure a negative story doesn't impact elections. Is that a crime? Yes, it is a crime. It is a crime. Now, look, I love this, right? So now George Conway, Kellyanne Conway's husband, keeps trolling the president on Twitter, which must make for a very awkward date night with his wife. Now, so he's been doing that for quite some time. That's not a new story. Today, he decided to troll Rudy Giuliani. Now, he tweeted in response to this, quote, "I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, except where nobody gets killed or robbed." Awesome. Twitter's free, man. It's a free site. And yet you get all this entertainment. It's fantastic. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know how I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.